Great news, social media is not about to collapse, it already has.
Social media didn't change. The old rules collapsed, and most creators are still playing dead strategies.
And most people are not even aware of it. We've entered an era that is so vastly different from the beginnings of social media that if you now decide to start and take things seriously, build a brand and do it the way people have been doing, you're going to fall into a trap. You're gonna burn out and you're not gonna be able to succeed in this game anymore at all. And I'm not just talking about the small stuff like, oh, the algorithm has changed again because saves are now more important than likes and stuff like this. Actually, something way deeper has cracked.
Posting more content doesn't work anymore. Copying viral hooks doesn't work either.
Trust, attention, and the entire way of how somebody chooses a creator they want to follow. And nobody seems to talk about this. Now, the good news is, if you're a serious creator, right, somebody with an actual goal behind it, not just one of those influencer crap people, but whether you have a product or a service or you're a coach, consultant, whatever it is for you, this collapse, the creator reset, basically, is the best opportunity you've had.
Once you understand why trust collapsed, you'll know exactly how to rebuild it, and that's where the real advantage starts.
Realizing. First of all, the rise of AI, obviously, and as a result of that, actually, people getting massive trust issues, especially with things they see on the internet. And I don't even think that's just a conscious thing. I actually think it's the brain's natural response of this glooming threat, which is actually a very big threat, because suddenly we can't really tell whether it's really Will Smith eating spaghetti.
AI destroyed default trust online. People don't believe what they see anymore. They watch silently, question everything, and stop engaging.
Or whether that's really an actual cat playing the drum set outside, if you know what I mean. And as a result of that, it's gotten people to be wary. Because after all, lying has become easier than ever.
Quick pause here. If what I'm sharing is making sense and you're thinking, okay, but how does this actually work in a real system? I've put together a free training that walks through the exact structure and process we use. It's not theory, it's a behind-the-scenes walkthrough of how the system is set up, how the pieces fit together, and how most of the heavy lifting is already handled, so you're not starting from zero. If you want to see how it's structured and decide for yourself if it's a good fit, the link is in the description. All right, let's jump back in.
And the whole proof and showing versus telling thing, which was the thing about social media that made it so attractive in the first place, has basically vanished within the span of a few months. I call it the trust recession because people just don't trust anyone.
And once trust collapses, the next thing that breaks is originality, because everyone starts copying what seems safe.
Fully so. Now, the next major thing that's happened is what I would call the originality meltdown. And that's a big one because it's really starting to get crowded out there. We have the biggest influx of new creators popping up ever since the start of social media. I see it in my own niche, right? I see it within all of my clients' niches. People just pop up and basically what they do is they noise up the whole place.
AI didn't just break trust, it flooded the internet with copy-paste content. Creators started copying creators instead of thinking. Algorithms rewarded sameness until audiences got bored.
Right, and some do have good content to give you that, but lots of them, actually the majority of them, have shitty content, to be honest, mediocre content. I think right now we're in this weird phase of mediocrity, right? And this is where the actual creator reset comes in and what I used to call the algorithm chase, right? A few years ago in some of my older videos. Essentially, creators are looking at other creators to see what they do, and they say, okay.
And when people stop engaging, money doesn't stay behind. It leaves right after.
And the last thing that's finally collapsing as well is the whole monetization / influencer game. And I've been seeing this hands-on a lot. First of all, brand deals have become pretty unreliable for the most part. I've actually ended all of my brand partnerships with all the brands that I've worked with just because it's not really viable anymore for me as a creator that has sort of anticipated this whole shift.
Brand deals became unreliable. Campaign ROI got crushed. Influencer content started looking like ads, and ads stopped working.
Honestly, I think it's the only way of going forward. For example, I've seen this firsthand by working with not just some influencer and social media agencies, but also with some of the biggest influencers out there in some countries. People with immense reach, basically the old crowd that kind of became big years ago. But yeah, some of their campaigns flopped quite big time. And on the agency side, the return of investment has been crushed a lot. So agencies are like, well, we don't get return anymore, so we want to pay less. The big influencers are like, well, we've always gotten a lot of money, so I'm not going to do the same thing for.
So if you can't rely on brand deals or copied content, The only thing left is identity.
Everybody else. The problem is people confuse originality with doing everything from scratch and coming up with super crazy ideas, and they spend hours trying to figure this out. It's actually not. Real originality is actually remixing structures with identity. Nobody, for example, watches Taken and says, well, that was a bad movie. I've already watched Finding Nemo. Because structurally, my friends, both of these movies are exactly the same.
The creators who win now don't copy formats. They rebuild proven structures with identity. Same structure, different vibe, intent, and positioning.
But if you understand this, that's essentially how you make it work in this new social media world. Standing out from the sea of creators creating content that follows a system that is the same, yet vastly different. And you're not going to achieve that obviously by just copying hooks, right? Styles or formats, right? Just use this format and you're going to blow up. Well, it's actually about understanding why these hooks and formats actually work for your audience and then building your own.
This isn't the end of social media. It's the end of lazy social media. And if you understand this reset early, you own the next 2 years. If you like this video, gently hit the like button. If you dislike this video, then share with your friends and family. Because whether you liked it or not, it could be helpful to your friends and family and your social media contact. And if you think we are doing our best to try and explain to you how you can change your life, and you want to watch the next video, then make sure you subscribe to our channel and switch on the notification bell button. And make sure you ask your friends and family and social media contacts to subscribe to our channel, switch on the notification bell button as well. This way, you will help us get 10,000 subscribers in next 3 months. To learn more money techniques, watch these videos, and we will see you on the next one.